Yeah, I mean, you just take Hinduism, Buddhism, world religions. You find belief in the soul is really pretty much universal. Darwin in The Descent of Man, when he's on the Beagle going his journeys, when he comes to write The Descent of Man, he says the belief in the soul is found everywhere. He calls them spirits, but it's a universal phenomenon. It's nothing new. Temporally, it goes back, as far as we know, recorded history, and then even today, it's widespread. Cognitive scientists, psychologists, they know the belief in the soul is widespread among ordinary human beings. Yeah, and you know as well as I do, most people who write books on this topic, it's hard to find a philosophy book on human identity, what are we, philosophy of mind as we think of it in the discipline, that doesn't start with dualism. Almost every one of these books will start with dualism, and I think dismiss it first. Yeah, they need to dismiss it first, but they recognize that this is where we all start, and any reader of these books should wonder why they always start there. And I think the fact that they start with dualism is a evidence that they know, even though they're not dualists, they know this is what the ordinary person thinks, and so it's a natural place to start. And I always think you have to, too, distinguish between kind of common sense dualism and people who philosophically reflect and develop dualist accounts. Descartes becomes very sophisticated, and if he does finally get to the view that, he's not even in space, but he reflects on himself as an ordinary dualist, and he thinks he comes up with considerations that support the view that the soul is not in space. But Descartes starts out like every ordinary human being thinks he's a soul that's in space. And readers of these books, keep in mind, there's ordinary dualism, then you get these philosophers who reflect on it and develop very sophisticated forms of an ordinary belief.